The Belgian Malinois is not just another working dog. It is the canine that militaries and police units around the world trust more than any other. Because when lives are on the line, hesitation is death, and the Malinois is the one dog that never hesitates. It doesn't wait for backup. It doesn't question commands. It launches like a missile, strikes with precision, and holds until the threat is over. That is why officers place their lives in its jaws, because they know when everything falls apart, this dog will not fail. The history of this trust goes back decades. Once, the German Shepherd was the breed of choice for law enforcement. Strong, loyal, and versatile, Shepherds patrolled streets, chased suspects, and served bravely. But over time, weaknesses appeared. They were powerful, but slower, loyal, but not as tireless. And in the modern world, where threats move faster and stakes are higher, police needed a dog that could do more. Enter the Belgian Malinois. Leaner, faster, and more explosive than the Shepherd, it didn't just meet expectations, it shattered them. Its speed outpaces suspects. Its stamina outlasts every chase. And its drive pushes it far past the limits of ordinary working dogs. This is why special forces noticed first. Navy SEALs, counterterrorism units, and elite police realized this dog could go anywhere they could. It could parachute from planes, rappel from helicopters, and storm buildings side by side with humans. The Malinois didn't hesitate under gunfire, didn't flinch in chaos, didn't retreat when others froze. That combination made it priceless, because in the most dangerous operations, hesitation kills, and the Malinois never hesitates. But here's the truth most civilians miss. What makes this dog perfect for war and policing makes it disastrous in ordinary homes. It is not built for comfort, it is built for conflict. Every fiber of its body is tuned for action, aggression, and intensity. And without a mission, that energy detonates inside families who cannot handle it. That's why so many Malinois end up abandoned. People see the highlight reels online and think they're adopting a hero. What they get is a storm that never stops moving, and when they fail to control it, the dog destroys peace instead of protecting it. But for police, that storm is exactly what they need. Because danger never sleeps, and neither does this breed. A Malinois can chase a suspect for miles without slowing down. It can take a beating, scale fences, and fight through exhaustion. And when it bites to win, with pressure strong enough to disable and commitment fierce enough to hold until ordered off. This is why officers say the leash is just decoration. The real control comes from mutual trust, built day after day in training and patrols. Because the Malinois isn't just a weapon, it's a partner that will run into the dark when even humans hesitate. And that trust isn't given lightly. Officers trust their dog more than backup, because they know the Malinois doesn't lie, doesn't hesitate, and doesn't quit. It reads danger before humans notice it. It senses tension in voices, body language, and environments. And when it acts faster than thought itself. That anticipation is what saves lives. But here's the paradox. The very instincts that make it legendary also make it terrifying. Because the Malinois doesn't forgive weakness. If its handler falters, the dog doesn't wait. It takes control. For cops, that isn't a problem. They are trained to lead, to command, to stay sharp every moment. For civilians, that demand is too high. And when they fail, the Malinois overwhelms them without mercy. This is why breeders and trainers warn endlessly. This is not a pet, it is a working weapon. But for police, it is perfect. Because it doesn't need comfort, it needs purpose. And its purpose is clear. Protect its handler at all costs, even if it means giving its life. That bond is what makes the Malinois different. It doesn't just fight beside its partner, it becomes part of them. In gunfights, raids, or ambushes, officers know their dog will never leave their side. It will take bullets, leap through fire, and keep fighting long after a normal dog would have quit. And that is why they trust it. Because they know no machine, no weapon, no technology can replace a living shadow willing to die for them. The Malinois is not soft, it is not forgiving. It is relentless, and relentless is exactly what survival requires. So why do police trust the Belgian Malinois with their lives? Because it never hesitates, never falters, and never quits. Because it is more than loyal, it is unstoppable. And unstoppable is what you want standing between you and death.